He's Dr. Chris.
And he's Dr. Xand.
Yep, we're twins.
Do you know just how brilliant your body really is? Well, now's the time to find out.
We'll be uncovering the ins and outs of what you're made of.
I've got a big hole in my head.
We'll be doing awesome experiments.
You sound ridiculous.
Pipe down, squeaky.
As we push our own bodies to the limits.
Okay, here we go.
To show you all the incredible things your body can do.
Oh, no. Hang around, because this is gonna be fun.
Coming up today on Operation Ouch.
Ryan and Harry come in to get fixed.
There'll be giant flesh-eating creatures. Okay, not giant, but flesh-eating.
We meet a man with a terrifying secret.
And Xand joins paramedics on a life-saving mission.
We have an 83-year-old lady who's fallen.
So I'm going to sit you up so I can look at your head. Is that okay?
What started off as a normal day for our first patient has ended up with a trip to accident and emergency.
Luckily, they've come to the right place.
In the waiting room is 6-year-old Harry, who's come in with an unusual head complaint.
I have a big stone in my head. It hurt.
I'm not surprised. How did that happen?
It was just another ordinary day in the playground. You know how it is. It was break time and Harry was chasing wolves.
Wolves? In the playground? Oh, I suppose they probably do have wolves at Hogwarts.
He's not Harry Potter, Chris. Okay, he was pretending to chase wolves. They were everywhere and Harry was running, ready to pounce. He was just about to catch one.
When suddenly he tripped and smacked his head on the ground. Ouch!
It was a good game until I fell over.
Enter Dr. Gareth Hardy.
He's the man to sort out that stone.
What have you done to yourself, eh? What's going on?
Fell over in the school.
Dr. Gareth examines Harry to check for signs of any other injury to his head.
And you just got to look at mine like that.
Then it's time to tackle the obvious problem.
Oh, you got a big bit of gravel stuck in there, haven't you? Sorry, my friend.
It's clearly sore, so he'll need some anaesthetic cream to numb the area before our doctor can get to work.
Does it hurt?
Not a single bit anymore.
Good.
With Harry's head numb, Dr. Gareth gets plastic tweezers ready to grapple with some grit.
It looks a bit tricky.
Yes, I think it's jammed in further than we thought.
I can feel the chunk of gravel in there. It's not coming out. I can't quite flick it back out because it's so deep down.
Maybe a sharper tool will help. Or not.
Anyone got a hoover? Anyway, you might be wondering where that stone has gone to.
Well, behind our forehead are 5 layers for it to get lost in. A combination of skin, fat, fibrous tissue and blood cells surrounds our skull. When these layers are broken, dangerous infection can occur. So it's important that we get that stone out of Harry's head and close up that hole.
But no one said it was going to be easy. This is one stubborn stone.
Is it the Philosopher's Stone?
Just drop the Harry Potter thing, Chris.
Sorry.
We've got some of the gravel out, but there's a chunk left right deep down, so we'll give Harry a little break and we'll see what we can do. Okay.
We'll come back to Harry in a bit while we go and check out another patient, Ron Weasley.
You're kidding.
Yes, Chris, I'm kidding.
This is our lab, where we're going to do some incredible body experiments.
That really hurt.
Just don't try any of this at home.
Today, it's muscles.
Meet Tiny from Tottenham.
Yeah, we've already met.
Tiny, put my brother down.
Go on, mate, put me down.
You've got a lot of muscle. Can we have a look at your biceps? No, Chris, not you. How big is that bicep?
24 inches.
24 inches, so that's 61 centimetres.
That's amazing. So Tiny's bicep is probably bigger than your waist. Tiny's muscles are big and very, very strong. But what are they made of? Well, your muscles are made up of fibres formed from millions of individual cells, and blood vessels deliver the energy that your muscles need in order to move. Now, Now, a single muscle fibre on its own isn't very strong, but when you gather a bunch of them together, they become much more powerful. But Tiny doesn't have any more muscle cells than Chris. So how did Tiny's muscles get so big? Tiny, how have your muscles got so big and strong?
I've been training for 15 years. The only day I don't train is Christmas Day because the gym's shut.
I don't train on Christmas Day.
Right, so when Tiny goes to the gym and lifts weights, what happens is the heavy weight causes small tears in the muscle fibres, and that stimulates his body to build those fibres back bigger and stronger than before. That's how his muscles got so big and strong.
Tiny, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Chris, never be cheeky to a man called Tiny. So, how do our muscles actually work? Your brain controls your muscles by sending a small electrical charge down a nerve to the muscle. That tells the muscle to move.
But what happens when we take control away from the brain and stimulate the muscle directly with these electrodes?
I'm attaching electricity conducting pads to Chris's arms. When I press these buttons, electrical charges are sent directly to his muscles, which will make his arms move. See? That was me. Now let's see how many beakers Chris can down while I try to override his brain and control his muscles. Okay, Chris, 15 glasses, 30 seconds. Now remember, I'm in control. You've got to drink as much as you can. Right, you ready? No problem. Go. Chris is struggling because whilst his brain is sending electrical charges to move his muscles correctly, I'm interfering by sending my own electric charges. With these opposing charges fighting each other, Chris's coordination is all over the place.
I'll let go of it. There we go. Oh. You cannot let go.
No, right. Just put it down.
Now I've got it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty well, only 2 left. So we've shown that you can override the brain using these electrodes, but not very successfully. The brain is really important for coordination of muscles.
You did really well, Chris. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not only emergency departments in hospitals that deal with the unexpected.
There are expert teams all over the UK ready for action.
We're going on call with the UK's emergency services, heading into the thick of the action to help save lives. Today, it's Xand's turn on the front line.
This rapid response vehicle belongs to the West Midlands Ambulance Service. It's one of over 800 vehicles serving 5 million people. And today, you're coming on call with me to see what it's like to be one of the first at the scene of an emergency. This fast medical service is on standby, ready to help you 24 hours a day. If you have an accident, they're the people you want to come to your rescue. On call with me today is paramedic Jan Van. So because there's so much going on, it's going to be so busy. We've got James filming and I've got this camera as well, so hopefully I can get in close. The service takes thousands of 999 calls. Jan alone can get up to 20 emergency call-outs in a day. And we've just had another new case come in. We have an 83-year-old lady who's fallen. She has injured her face. That's all we know at the moment. Usually, doctors like me see patients in a hospital where they've already had some treatment. We have the full story of what's happened to them. But you have to think quickly when you know you're going to be the first on the scene of an accident. All the while we're on the way, we're trying to think of all the initial steps we need to go through. And that's what Jan's very, very good at. We arrived just 5 minutes after the call came in, and I can see our patient Olive with some firemen who stopped to help.
My name's Janice. I'm a paramedic.
First thing that Jan's doing is just trying to get a sense of whether or not she knows where she is. Is she conscious? Is she bleeding? What's her pulse? What's her blood pressure? And all of that helps Jan start to make decisions about how best to treat her.
And no pains down your back where I was pressing? No? What we're going to do is I'm going to sit you up so I can look at your head. Is that okay? Yeah. God, you've been in the wars.
How are you feeling now?
I feel all right. I've slipped on that curve.
What's very nice to see is that Olive's talking, she knows who she is, she knows where she is, so all of that's very, very reassuring, which is really nice.
How much pain are you in with your face? It's sore on her cheek. She's got quite a nasty bruise to the side of her face and a little cut on her nose. She's not been unconscious, so we've not concerned too much about a head injury, but we need to get some x-rays on her face and make sure she's not broken anything. You've cracked your face, a whopper. I think we need to get you to the hospital for a check-up and get an x-ray on that cheek.
The ambulance arrives to take Olive to hospital for further checks.
If you get any pain when you're walking, let us know.
And what's really reassuring to see is Olive's able to walk into the ambulance by herself, and that's a really good sign. It's really important that the ambulance was here and the paramedics were here as quickly as we were. She's got into an ambulance, she'll be on the way to hospital.
Which means it's time for us to get back in the car, ready for when the next call comes in.
5032, new job received, Eva.
Got another job immediately.
Yeah.
With hundreds of rapid response crews like this on standby, it means that if you had an emergency, expert medical care will be with you in minutes.
Still to come, Xand goes in search of some blooming bacteria.
Can you stop your friends standing on their tiptoes? We've got an amazing trick to show you how.
And find out how these squirmy creatures are a marvel of modern medicine. But
Not if you're squeamish.
Now, did you know that although human hair feels soft, in fact it's one of the strongest fibres on the planet?
really, that's amazing. And so is this.
Here's an ordinary town with an ordinary hair salon. And they're pretty busy today. Luckily, this guy doesn't look like he'll take much time.
What'll it be today, sir? A no back and sides?
Wait, hold on. What's this?
This is Sam Hairy Smith. I've no idea how he got his nickname, but he's Britain's hairiest man.
Yes, he may be bald up top, but boy does he make up for it everywhere else.
Sam is covered in thick body hair that measures up to 15 centimetres long. He shampoos and conditions his chest to keep it soft and has to use 4 towels to dry himself after every shower.
Whoa!
Now, we all lose hair, but whereas most of us lose fewer than 100 strands a day, Sam loses up to 300. That's 3 times more.
Well, he's got plenty to spare.
Now that's amazing.
Xand, give it up. You're never going to match that man.
OK, it's time to head back to the Accident and Emergency Department.
Let's see how our first patient is getting on.
6-year-old Harry came into hospital with a stone stuck in his head. He'd been playing a game at school with his friends. They were in a forest chasing wolves when he tripped and fell on his head.
As you do. So far, the slippery stone has escaped Dr. Gareth's grip. Enter senior doctor Tulleken. He's going to give Harry some gas to help get that stone out.
Hello.
Hello.
The gas will numb the pain receptors in Harry's brain so that he won't feel a thing.
Put this over your head like this.
There you go.
You're like a fighter pilot now.
And he's got some entertainment to take his mind off it all. Okay, here we go. Take 2. The gas is clearly doing the trick.
Or is it the game?
Oh, it looks like he's got it.
This is one slippery stone.
But with some fine tweezers and a super steady hand, Harry's big bonce boulder's banished at last.
Well done, that man.
But are we sure there's nothing else lurking in there?
Got a big chunk of gravel out. Can't find anything else, so we're just going to make sure there's none in there by doing a quick x-ray. And they'll show up any other bits of stone or gravel in the wound. Nice and still.
A quick headshot done, and there's some good news for Harry.
That's where your bump is there, and any gravel would show up very bright white. So there's nothing there at all.
nothing in there at all.
Well, there is his brain, Mum.
Good news, it's the all clear for Harry.
Stone-free, Harry's patched up and ready for action.
Hang on, he's not fighting wolves again, is he?
We've got some incredible body tricks for you to show your friends.
Want to find out how you can stop your mate standing on their tiptoes?
We're now going to teach you a trick. So, Xand, stand there. Can you stand on your tiptoes? Look at that. Well done. So, Xand, I want you to stand against the door. And I just want the tips of your toes very slightly beyond the door. Just stand so your whole chest is against the door. And you're like that. Stand on tiptoes. Come Come on, stand on tiptoes.
Yeah! No, I can't do it. I can't do it. This
And it's not just Xand that can't do it. He can't do it. She can't. And nor can he.
Oh, cheating, you move your feet.
So you all failed to do it, didn't you? Now, does anyone know why?
The door being there, you can't go forward and you push backwards and stay on the ground.
Alex is absolutely right. When you go on tiptoes, it's not just your muscles pushing you upwards, which is easy. You've also got to balance. And to do that, your brain tells you to move forwards, then upwards to distribute your weight evenly and stop you from falling.
So if you can't lean forwards, you just fall backwards like that.
Or like that.
Some people think that kissing is disgusting.
Well, some people think it's quite nice.
Well, take a look at this and make your own mind up.
I'm going to show you how bacteria are good for you.
Look at all of these people. Now, they all look different, but they all have something in common. Every single one of them is covered in millions of bacteria. We all are. But don't worry, this is completely normal. In fact, we need bacteria to survive. Now, this is a Petri dish, named after its inventor, Julius Richard Petri. Doctors like me use these dishes to grow bacteria and see what lives on our bodies. That's what I'm going to do now, starting with our lips. Who's going to give me a kiss? Anyone going to give me a kiss? What I want is a kiss, a nice big kiss on that. What we're trying to do is look at what grows in people's mouths and things like that.
Carrots.
Carrots?
Will anyone give me a kiss? I'll ask your girlfriend for a kiss. A more manly kiss from you, all right? Can we get a nose pick as well? It's less exciting than a kiss. I'm just going to see what comes out of people's noses and what comes out of their mouths.
I can't do this in the street. Put up my nose. Go on.
Oh, you are good.
That's gross.
He's a nice man, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. The kisses and nose swabs will now go off to be grown in a special laboratory. And after 5 days, it's time to see how the bacteria have blossomed. This is Dr. Richard Drew, microbiologist and expert in all things gross. And now the kisses have gone all furry. Well, that's bacteria for you. So what kind of bugs have we got here?
We have a lot of streptococci, which is kind of the slightly greeny colour around the lips. But up here where their nose would have been, you can see the yellowy bugs growing, and these ones are more like Staphylococcus aureus.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
It's completely normal to have these bugs in your mouth, so all of us have them.
We could have got a kiss from everyone in Liverpool and they all would have grown these two bacteria.
Absolutely.
You might think it's disgusting, but bacteria are really useful.
They're important to have. For example, we've got bugs in our gut and they help to digest food.
And they fight disease too, by increasing the acidity in your gut to the point bad bacteria don't want to move in. So what about the weird things that live up our nose?
This one we found a lot of E. coli and a lot of Staphylococcus as well.
Now, E. coli can be dangerous. They do cause disease, but living up your nose, or commonly living up your bottom, is completely normal and completely safe. It's when it gets into blood or other bits of your body which shouldn't have it, like the brain or the joints, that it can cause problems.
This one looks like cheesecake. Yummy.
So our bodies are covered in bacteria, but that's not just normal, it's good, because our bodies are amazing at protecting the bits that need to be protected, which is why kissing is fine. A bit disgusting, but fine.
How much skin will you shed in your lifetime? Is it A, enough to sprinkle on your fish and chips, B, enough to fill a 2-story house, or C, none, or you'd look like a skeleton?
The correct answer is B. You shed 30 to 40,000 dead skin cells every minute of every day. But don't worry, your body continually makes new ones too.
What's that sound? Can you hear that buzzing sound?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, there's buzzing everywhere.
Perhaps this is a case for
Investigation Ouch. Yes, this is a room full of flies, and no, I haven't had a bath in weeks, but we're not going to talk about that. If you're wondering what these flies have to do with modern medicine, I'm about to tell you. This is Kerry Jones, and he's a fly breeder. Yes, you heard right, he breeds flies. Kerry, how many flies have you got in this room?
We've got 36,000 flies in this room.
Did you count them all?
Every single one.
And I bet he knows all of their names. What kind of flies are they?
They're the common green bottle, same as you'd find in your house or your garden in this country.
But these flies are growing up in a completely sterile, bacteria-free environment, and they're eating a very special dinner. Mmm, yum. What we've got here is a big box full of flies eating raw liver. Disgusting. But there is a point to it. Why?
The reason we're feeding them on raw liver is to build up their strength so they've got enough strength to lay the eggs, because it's the eggs we're interested in.
Flies lay eggs, and the eggs hatch into larvae or maggots like this one. Hello, beautiful. And it's the maggots that have a special medical use. But before we get to that, those eggs have to be harvested.
It's basically a manual process. It's removing the eggs from the liver. They're extremely small, and there will be between 10 to 20,000 eggs in each dish.
Yes, this white stuff is thousands of eggs, all stuck together. How long has this piece of liver been in there?
About 2 hours.
So in 2 hours, 600 flies have laid 20,000 eggs?
Yes.
That'd be impressive if it was chickens, wouldn't it? From these fly eggs, little worm-like larvae hatch. These are maggots. Nice. Now, you've probably seen maggots before, and these are the same scary maggots that you see in dead animals and in horror movies. But there's one really important difference. These maggots are sterile. These are superhero maggots. Being completely germ-free means they can be used in hospitals for a very important job: to clean dead skin away from large wounds, allowing them to heal. So these are nice maggots. Kind of. In here, there's a foot with a wound with 500 maggots in it. Let's go see them in action. Not if you're squeamish. Prepare to look away, but not yet. This is Ros Thomas. She's a foot doctor or podiatrist, and she's going to be tackling this. It's a foot with a nasty wound on the bottom of it, and a sock, so it's still all right to look. Maggots have been on the wound for 2 days, and now it's time to see what they've done. Get ready, people.
Hopefully they've had a good feed now. Hopefully we'll see a nice clean wound.
Prepare yourself. It can look a bit icky. And there we go. Are you looking?
Cleaned up quite a bit, not completely, and they're still quite lively there. They're our little blind, legless surgeons that help to clean up all the mucky tissue.
So they're very precise surgeons.
They're very precise surgeons, yes.
Take a closer look. Although they can eat dead flesh, maggots don't have any teeth. They vomit powerful chemicals onto the wound, which dissolves dead flesh, and the maggot can then eat that, along with any bacteria that are around. And that is what makes them perfect wound cleaning machines.
It's looking so much better than it was originally, because it was completely covered with yellow, mucky tissue.
Yes, it was, but that yellow tissue was all dead flesh. So although it might look worse now, are you still looking? In fact, it's much healthier. This patient's wound has improved a lot in 2 days. But don't worry, the maggots won't eat the healthy flesh, only the dead stuff. No one's going to be eaten alive. So that's a relief. We normally think of maggots as eating rotting things in bins, but it's this ability to just eat rotten flesh that makes them such good healers. Whereas a human surgeon might have to amputate a foot, 500 blind, tiny, legless surgeons are able to eat only the dead flesh and therefore save the foot. Our next patient has had a particularly nasty accident.
Luckily, the team is ready to fix them. In Manchester, 12-year-old Ryan has come in by ambulance with a nasty neck injury after an attempt to jump like James Bond went wrong.
It's like a karate kick. Thought I broke my neck, but if I broke my neck, I would have been, like, dead.
Well, luckily you're not, but I'm not sure he'll be the next 007 either.
So how did this happen?
It was just another ordinary day at school.
It was lunchtime and Ryan, being a secret agent, was on a top-secret mission.
He's a secret agent?
Okay, he was pretending to be a secret agent. Cool, calm and collected, 00 Ryan stepped from the shadows. In one swift movement, he unleashed his killer karate kick.
When suddenly, his mate grabbed his foot and Ryan dropped on his head. Ouch.
After such a serious accident, Ryan is on a fixed board with support pads to prevent his neck and spine from moving. Enter Dr Craig Ferguson. He'll check out our wannabe 007.
Any pain in your back, or is it just your neck? Head injuries and neck injuries are common. The James Bond theme is less common, but he's got neck pain, so we have to take it seriously.
Dr Craig needs to find out if Ryan has broken any bones. But to do that, the team have to move him in a special way, keeping his head and body in line.
That's because the bones in your neck and back protect the important nerves that run from the brain into the body through your spinal cord.
You feel we touch all the way down, it's not sore anywhere, is that right, Ryan? I want to get some x-rays to make sure the bones are intact. If the bones are intact, it means it's much less likely that he's suffered any nerve injury.
Fingers crossed. Get ready for your close-up, Ryan. There are 7 small bones in the neck, and getting shots of them all can be tricky. First, his teeth are in the way. I suppose they could take them all out.
So what we're going to ask you to do is open your mouth a little bit for us now.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
With his mouth open, the x-ray can see the bones in his neck.
Okay, as wide as you can. Wide as you can. That's it, brilliant. And relax your mouth again.
And now his shoulders are in the way.
They could cut them off.
Pull down so you feel like you're trying to touch your toes.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Keep pulling down to your toes. Lovely, and relax. Yeah, that's brilliant.
I hope he ain't like fractured anything. I want to get back to playing cricket.
OK, let's just check out your x-rays first. Then you can get on with winning the Ashes.
I'm making sure that the bones are aligned, and I'm making sure there's no breaks in any of the bones that I can see.
I think there might be good news for Ryan.
Right, if I look at all your pictures, they all look fine. I don't see any broken bones, or everything looks where it's supposed to be. So I think you're going to be a bit stiff and sore for the next few days, but I think it's going to gradually get a bit better after that.
It's been a lucky escape for Ryan.
Feels like a relief because I don't want to break my neck.
Who would?
You can go back to school tomorrow, but no more James Bond moves, please. Okay.
Next time...
There's more exclusive behind-the-scenes emergency access. With a hook stuck in a hand.
I get my hands on a real human brain. Nice.
This man reveals an eye-popping ability.
When we'll be uncovering another Operation Ouch.